HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Golden Pond Assisted Living, honoring resident choice, dignity, and independence. Our health and wellness focus keeps residents active. Golden Pond, state-of-the-art senior housing and healthcare services.
And by WPC Pest Control, a family-owned business for over 35 years. Owners Jim and Rebecca Mazzucchelli provide honesty, respect, and integrity, performing safe and effective pest control services. They service your home like it's their home. Welcome to HCAM News. Tom Nappy at the anchor desk to keep you up to date with everything you need to know about Hopkinton. On this edition of HCAM News, we have a whole lot of sports, including highlights of senior night from a few Hillers sports teams. All 10 TVL teams met up for the annual Track and Field Divisional Championship meet, and Matt Clark will get you up to date with upcoming HCAM programming with our HCAM Insider. But first, here are some happenings in town you should know about.
This past week, HCAM aired the first edition of the Jen and Margie Show. Hopkinton residents and community members Jen Belisi and Margie Wiggin will be live on HCAM every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. talking about current issues plus town and national events.
I believe so. 9 people, so a lot of new turnover. It'll be interesting to see with all the new growth in town what's happening.
You can also join the conversation by emailing or calling in to talk with them during the show. Head over to our website, hcam.tv, for more details.
I think that there's been rumblings already about next year and the upcoming selectman seat as well, about people that are looking to run for that position as well. I think moving forward, it's always going to be a heated debate. I don't think there's just going to be one person running unopposed.
Vinayak Gotham won the Hillers Shark Tank Challenge, sponsored by the Hopkinton Chamber of Commerce. The competition allowed students to present a business idea to judges, and whoever the judges decided had the best idea took home $1,000. Vinayak won with his idea of a phone charger rental company that he and 3 of his friends started. This past week, the Treblemakers performed their spring concert to a standing room only crowd at the Hopkinton Center for the Arts. You can catch the full performance airing soon on HCAM and available on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. Hopkinton boys tennis finished their regular season 14-4 and are heading to the playoffs. This photo is a shot from their senior night festivities prior to defeating Medway via the shutout.
The Hillers baseball team went into the last couple of weeks of the season hoping to clinch a playoff spot. In order to do so, they had to take on some tough opponents. Here's a look at the latest Hillers baseball update. Thursday, May 18th, the 7-5 Hopkinton Hillers took on 11-6 Ashland, scoreless in the bottom of the third until Jake LeBlanc comes up with bases loaded and no outs.
Left-handed pitch. Hit in the air over to left center, and that is going to get down for a base hit all the way on the hill in left field. 1 run in, a 2nd run right behind him, and McKenzie and Simos both score for the Hillers. It is a 2 RBI base hit for LeBlanc, who ends up at 2nd base.
Ashland scored a run in the top of the 4th. Hillers added on to the 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs, 2 on. Starting pitcher Brandon Kelly at the plate.
Left-handed pitch. He gets a piece of this one over to center field, and that is gone. A 3-run homer by Brandon Kelly, and I could not think of a better way to help yourself than that. He absolutely crushed that ball. That one left me speechless, Larry, almost. Unbelievable.
He jacked one off Jack.
Kelly smacks a 3-run homer, which scores Brian Gunn, Chris Burdick, and of course himself. He absolutely crushed the ball to make it 5-1 Hopkinton heading into the 6th.
lift and the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. That is driven in, will drop down, one in. And now a second run being waved around. The throw home is cut off by Reynolds, and it's a tie game, 5-5. Dominic Cavanaugh scores, and Alex Hollis.
Ashland wasn't giving in, however. Ashland scores 4 runs, and the score is tied 5-5, heading into the bottom of the 6th. But Steven Simos had something to say about that.
And now he has a chance to get the W. As this is hit in the air, over to right field, towards the fence, and that one is going to clear the fence. That is a home run by Steven Simos. And you give up 4 runs last inning, but you come right back at it at the plate and knock one over the fence to retake the lead. 6-5, Hillers.
6-5 Hopkinton, top of the 7th. Ashland down to their final 3 outs.
Shane Larry 0 for 2 did walk and score run in the 6th. And a swinging strike there, out number 1. Leg lift and the pitch. Swinging strike, and he is going to run down the line, throw to first, not a problem. 2 away. Throwing from the stretch. Runner leading off of first.
Yes, he won.
There it is, strike 3, and the Hopkinton Hillers get the victory. A 6-5 win for the Hillers. What a game between these two teams.
Zach Sositsky gave up a 2-out single in the inning, but recorded all 3 outs via the strikeout. And the Hillers take a wild game over Ashland, 6-5. Despite solid work on the mound from starter Brendan Kelly, it was Zach Sositsky that ended up with the W. Kelly contributed big, however, with his 3-run jack in the 5th, and Steven Simos ends up scoring the decisive run with his solo shot in the bottom of the 6th. The Hillers took 2 of their next 3 games, defeating Medway and Westwood. The Hillers baseball team stands at 10-6 on the season and has clinched a trip to the playoffs. Prior to their game with Westwood, Hillers boys lacrosse had senior night. Here is a look at the festivities.
I have the pleasure of announcing the seniors tonight. Some of these kids I've seen play the game at a young age and come all the way up to be fantastic young men and unbelievable lacrosse players. We want to wish you well. Jimmy Adams with his dad, Jim, his mom, Jane, and sisters, Chelsea and Holly. Please come up. Give a warm welcome to Ryan Bannon. Unbelievable goalie. Ryan, great game tonight. With his dad, Mark, mom, Kim, and brother, Corey. Warm welcome to Jack Feather with his dad, Tim, mom, Beth, and sister, Annie. Another warm welcome to Jeremy Hazard with his mom, Jessica, and dad, Rob. Welcome to Nicholas Horgan with his mom Kelly, brothers Zachary, Spencer, and my favorite name, Rocco. Jonathan Katz with his mom Linda and dad Michael. Good job. welcome to Alex Kravitz with mom, and I apologize if I'm getting this wrong, Valeria, sister Tatiana. A warm welcome to Matt Lawrence, his dad Mike, mom Sheila, brother Josh, and sister Becca. A warm welcome to Everett Rolfe with his mom Colleen and grandmother Louise. It's a hot bandana. And would like to give a very special loud applause for someone who's extremely dedicated to the sport, a big fan and a great student, Toby White and his mother Laura, his brother Bert, and sister Meg. And last but certainly not least, we'd like to recognize the team managers. Sarah, with her mom Sue, and sisters Stephanie and Sydney. Nicole, with her mom Sean. And a warm welcome for Isla with her mom Maria. And this concludes this evening. Again, great game tonight, guys. Great season. Let's get it going in the playoffs.
Coming up next on HCAM News, we have highlights from Hiller's softball senior night. We'll show you the results from the TVL Track and Field Championships, plus much more. You're tuned into HCAM News. Don't touch that dial.
HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
And by Webster First Federal Credit Union, providing financial products with attentive customer service to the local families and businesses of Hopkinton. Visit us at websterfirst.com.
Do you have what it takes?
Will you make a difference?
Always an adventure.
Police and fire working together.
Utilizing the latest technology.
Do you have what it takes?
Hi, my name is Margie Wiggin, and I want to invite you to join me for my new show, Character Matters, on HCAM. We're going to talk about why do people choose the behavior that they choose? Why do they choose to be good? We're going to hear from people in history. We're going to hear from local heroes who make great choices. And we're going to hear from some puppets who talk about things they've seen, and they're going to say, "What? Did you see that?" "Yes, I did." Please join us.
Welcome back to HCAM News. Hillers softball has clinched a playoff spot, but is currently fighting for seeding. This past week, they took on a tough Millis team, but before the game, they celebrated their seniors. Here's a look at the festivities.
Before taking on a tough Millis Mohawks team, the 14-2 Hillers softball team celebrated their 5 seniors. Molly Bennett, who will be playing at Stonehill College next year, Heather Hawley, who is heading to Dominican University, Lindsay Whittles, who will be at Wheaton College, Lily Rankatori, and Madison Abbott.
We've never met someone as positive as you. Every game in practice, you really get us through. There's no one else who cheers us loud, and in the outfield, you make us proud. Yet another Hiller becomes a SAG, even more of a reason for us to brag. Psychology is for you, that's quite clear. We'll miss you so much when you leave next year. We'll miss you tons, have so much fun. Good luck in the fall, forget softball.
Scoreless game until the top of the third. Bases loaded, but 2 outs, and Millis takes advantage of a huge error.
Hit in the air over to right field, and it's off the glove of Rankatori. 1 run in, a 2nd run in, and they are going to clear the base paths. 3 runs in for Millis, and that is going to turn into a crucial error for Hopkinton.
3-0 Millis heading into the bottom of the third, but that quickly changes.
On the ground, up the middle, past the glove of the second baseman, and the lead runner going to be waved around third. Here comes Katie Sylvester, the pinch runner, for 1 run, and it's a double for Whalen.
That was a fundamental miscue by Millis. Nobody was covering the second base bag, so Whalen saw that. She walked in. Millis broke the cardinal sin, which would happen in baseball and softball, leaving a base abandoned.
As this is a liner, that'll drop into right field. Whalen being waved around third, and she is going to score the second Hillers run. An RBI single for Katie Hawley. 3-2 Millis. 3 for 3 overall. Up the right side, that's going to get through. Hawley around third, and the throw cut off. It's a tie game. An RBI single for Whittles.
The game remained tied at 3 until the bottom of the 5th.
Spatial steal.
Up the middle, and that is going to slow roll, be bobbled by the shortstop. 1 run is in, and everybody's safe. An RBI single for Hawley. Doyle deals up the middle, and it is gloved by the second baseman. A flip to second for 1. A run will score. 5-3 Hillers. It is going to be a nice piece of hitting by Whittles to get the job done. Hawley. Pinch runner for Hawley, thrown out on the force out. 2-0 pitch. Up the middle it goes, and that'll get through the gap for a base hit. Whittles waved around third, and that is the 6 Hillers run. And then Murphy goes up to third, and the throw goes off the glove of the third baseman. So Murphy safe at third base.
6-3 Hillers is how the game would end. It was a great game by the Hollies. Katie Holly went 3 for 4 at the plate, drove in 1, and scored 2. Heather Holly pitched a stellar game despite giving up 3 runs. All those runs were unearned, and she struck out 11 hitters. After the game against Millis, the Hillers took down Medway plus Westwood and stand at 16-2 overall. Barring any unforeseen field condition issues, the Hillers will certainly be starting the postseason on their home turf.
All 10 teams in the TVL division met up at Bellingham High School for the annual Division Track and Field Championship. Dover Sherborne captured the boys' title, while our very own Hopkinton Hillers captured the girls' title in dominant fashion. HCAM News was on the scene to capture some highlights from this year's TVL track meet. You can see a whole lot more highlights from the TVL track meet on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. A whole lot of programming is coming up on the HCAM channels. Standing by to tell you all about it is HCAM's promotions coordinator, Matt Clark.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the HCAM Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and here's what's happening this week on HCAM. On Monday, May 29th at 7 p.m., Hopkinton resident, poet, writer, and former teacher Polly Brown shares her unique style of evocative poetry on Wake Up and Smell the Poetry. And at 8:30, Dr. Bruce Carlin talks with experts on the causes, concerns, and treatments of concussions and head injuries on a new physician focus. On Wednesday, May 31st at 7 p.m., Margie and Jen are talking about Boston sports and the upcoming holiday weekend on a new episode of The Jen and Margie Show, live on HCAM TV. And at 8 p.m., Jim Cousins sits in for Mary Arnott and talks with members of Educatius about hosting international students on a new episode of All About Hopkinton. And on Friday, June 2nd at 6 p.m., the class of 2017 commencement ceremony will air live on HCAM Ed. And also on HCAM Ed, the Hillers girls softball versus Millis game will air. If you want to know more about all of HCAM shows before they air, then head over to hcam.tv/connect, where you can sign up for our HCAM Insider newsletter. Or if you want to know more about what's happening in Hopkinton, you can sign up for our daily news updates. That's all for this week's Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and as always, thanks for watching. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Matt. That will just about do it for this edition of HCAM News. Don't forget, you could stay up to date with everything Hopkinton by checking out our website, hcam.tv, as well as our Twitter and Facebook page. Right now on our website, hcam.tv, you can view an update about the restoration and renovation of the Hopkinton Public Library, plus more about Hiller sports. If you have a Hopkinton-related video, photo, or story idea, I want to hear from you. Email me at news@hcam.tv. With your help, we'll cover even more of our community. For everyone here at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. We leave you now with the current community listings and upcoming government meetings. Take care, and as always, thanks for watching HCAM. HCAM is supported by our viewers and by Blackstone Valley Wealth Management, providing highly personalized financial planning, wealth management, and customized solutions through transparent, unbiased advice. Visit us at blackstoneValleyWealth.com.